Lauren and Lauren, you've just finished your first year of business for We Are York. What have you learnt from it?
We survived! Yes. We made it. No. What have we learned? Oh gosh, there's been so much growth and stretching of our number one, our skill sets as designers, but also just as building a company and what that means from operations to implementation of design and how that unravels into the construction process. But to be honest, we've been, well, for me personally, taking on having a business partner, we've learnt so much about our skill sets and how compatible they are with each other, and just from an organic, it's almost so lucky or kismet or whatever, but just that our skill sets are so transferable. Yeah. It's really avoided a lot of teething issues that we've been told can so often lead to conflicts and that sort of thing. But just the number one, our compatibility relationally and in personality and secondly, just that we've been able to know and understand each other's life circumstances and life goals and be ambassadors for each other in that. Like, that's really motivated me personally, not just the fact that I'm accountable for myself and a company that I've necessarily sort of started so long ago, but now understanding that there's another person that I'm responsible for, and that's actually motivated me more, surprisingly. So knowing what makes me tick is I've learned heaps about myself as well, so it's been a massive year.
It's been awesome. It's been so good. I think just building upon that, I agree with everything that you said there, you know, that accountability for someone else, that creating a vision and a journey based on our combined values and our individual values, and I think understanding what it is that we're trying to do, and, you know, understanding that you can push yourself and you can stretch yourself, and it takes an army, it really does. Yeah. It's not Lauren and Lauren just sitting there in our office, you know, punching out awesome design, which we do. You know, we don't know everything, and I think understanding that, number one, has allowed us to get through that first year. You know, we've got great advisors, like yourself, Emma, which has been so instrumental. It started, you know, on a personal level, and now it's becoming a professional guide for us. And having mentors.
Yeah.
You know, we're huge believers in having mentors and then mentoring ourselves, because if we're not a part of this journey of helping others, which in turn help ourselves, I mean, what's it all for? So we know that we have certain people that we can tap into, and vice versa. If someone asks us, you know, it's all about giving back. So yeah, I think overcoming adversity, you know, I hate to say it, but, you know, when this idea first came about, everyone was a bit like, you're nuts, what are you doing? Like, we've always known, me personally, to be striving, okay, now I want the associate role, now I want the director's role, now I want this role, like I'm that person that always wants the next role. And people saw this as a step back, but we only see it as a step forward. Like, there's no other way.
How have you celebrated your year? What have been the wins that you've taken out of your first year together?
Oh, there's been so many little wins, from starting off in my apartment.
Oh my God.
In the loft of my apartment, and chucking in a few desks, and from the ability to even get some resources like desk and stationery, that was a win.
We transported in Lauren's little
That's
desk,
right.
his 1.8 metre desk from IKEA.
Tiny Hyundai sticking out the boot, like the desk
going down the highway from Springwood, people must be thinking we were nuts. But
to then being able to, you know, get office space, like that was a huge sort of win for us to even, I'll let you talk about the new vehicle purchases, but there's just been so many, like, such small little milestones, from getting our first small high-end renovation, which is something that we've just loved, going on the journey and seeing that through to the construction, and actually seeing something that York have designed and built, like the satisfaction associated with that. You know, it's a relatively small job, but in the first 12 months, it's quite an achievement to be able to do that. And you know, the people, the networks that we've just been able to meet,
we're not limited.
We never thought, or we didn't put limitations on it, but just to see that what we knew could happen is starting to happen. It's really exciting, and we're so excited about the next 12 months, because we're just going to build on those established relationships that we've just been plucking away at. And it's amazing the influence that you never thought you had, but you get to build on that. So it's been awesome. Just those little wins have just added up to us being in a place now where we're excited about the future.
Absolutely.
Rather than pensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and to build on that and add, we sort of said, you know, we're really proud we haven't missed a pay run, and we said it earlier, you know, we haven't missed a BAS payment. Like, it was touch and go. We had to do one of them in 2 payments within 2 weeks of each other because we're waiting for outstanding debtors, which happens, cash flow, but that's exciting. You know, we haven't gone in the negative, and thanks to the help of your entire team, we were able to, you know, purchase 2 cars, which was a really exciting win for us. And, you know, it's a symbol of independence, it's a symbol of success, and, you know, what a fantastic way to end the first year of business, to have, you know, a Mini and I call yours a topless car. But, it's like, you know, just rocking around town. We love it. Going to site meetings where before we would, you know, Uber or, you know, carpool, hide the guests around the corner and walk.
Just go around,
you know,
and be like, oh, I knew where I am.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, I didn't have a car. Like, that's how crazy it is. And we, you know, carpool, and it's just huge.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's good.